Hi, it's Logan Cook with Vision Property Management. My buddy Gerald Boyd behind the camera there. We're going to do a follow-up video. It's going to be a quick and simple video to show you a renovation on this property that we've completed. You might have been with us for the first one where you can see all the damages and things that we had to take care of. So we're just going to take a quick walkthrough. Let's take a look. As we mentioned in the first video, there was some issues with the roof. The owner, decided to go ahead and just patch the roof, so we have some small patches on the roof so that there will not be any leaks. What they've elected to do is just to kind of give it some time, get some rental income in, and then they're going to go ahead and have to replace it within the next couple of years. But as for right now, it's doing its job. We've also did a hard cut back of the landscaping. Right now it may not look very good, but it'll green up very quickly and very well. Those are hardy plants. That way when the tenants move in, they're not having to take care of something that's overwhelming. We want to make it as simple and easy as possible. Also, we've made sure that the deck is secure, the front stairway, and we painted it. We got a new light fixture there, making sure all the light bulbs are working and in good order. The siding has been cleaned, pressure washed. There was a little buckle in the siding right here. It has been addressed and taken care of. In our previous video, we saw the deck was very dangerous and not secure, so we've elected to replace the columns. This is a much more secure deck. These are like 8x8 posts, so 6x6 posts, so they shouldn't have the same issues that the previous deck had with twisting. They are secured on concrete footers. So, and this is a pressure treated material, so you won't have the rotting. When they pressure treat, they put in a chemical that prevents the wood from rotting. So this should last a very, very long time. As you can see, all the decking is brand new, and you might notice that they did not paint the underside of the decking. Well, on a pressure treated wood, it is treated with a liquid treatment. They force this chemical into the wood, and that chemical needs to dry out, and it takes many months for that to happen. So we paint one side of the wood and then leave the other side exposed so it can go through its curing process. This door here was completely rotten. It is a brand new door and has been installed. So we will come back and do a little touch up here and do a little paint on that, but as a brand new door. We had the HVAC people come out and service the units, and also go ahead and install some new insulation on the condensation pipes. And of course that wood will need to be removed. We don't want any termites to find a delicious meal up against our house. So overall it looks really, really good. I don't, if you recall, this little trap there was missing. So now the dryer vent can breathe properly. We had them clean out the actual tubing to make sure there was no blockages. So because that could be a fire hazard if you ever got a blockage there, and no birds can make a nest inside of there, and that's what we were going for. The good news is we already have a tenant approved to move in, so they're just waiting us to do this follow-up video, and they'll be moving in very shortly. So, nice clean entryway. Nice. It was pressure washed. Everything's been painted, and everything's looking really well. I love the black on the decking. It really makes for a nice, clean entrance to the home. As I mentioned before, this is a split foyer plan, so you're going to have a small flight of steps going up to the middle, and then you'll step into a foyer and you have a small flight of steps going up, a small side of steps going down to the lower level. All right, I'm not sure you're going to be able to recognize the house now. It is beautiful. We've got the nice cashmere paint on the walls. It's a nice neutral color. A brand new carpet installed. All the roof issues were addressed, so there's no more leaks, and all the ceilings were painted. So we pretty much painted every inch of this property throughout. Let's take a look upstairs. There's blinds in all the windows because, as I mentioned before, you want to make sure that it gives privacy to your tenants, and also it keeps them from maybe not having the budget to put their own blinds in, and they're hanging in curtains or sheets and stuff like that. It just makes for a better finished product. A big part of the cleaning process is to make sure that these fan blades are clean. So when a new resident moves in, it feels like home. Go ahead and step into the kitchen here. We've got a little bit of cleaning up to do here, but overall, everything's looking really good. And into the dining room. Sometimes when we're painting a house, we can get away with not painting baseboards or painting trim. A lot of times it's the wall that takes a lot of wear and tear, but every single piece of trim has been painted throughout the house. And it's a quality paint, so it's the likelihood of us maybe getting by on the next move out with just a touch-up is high. Because when you use a higher grade nice paint, usually you can wipe off like little handprints and stuff like that. It's just a more durable product. Bathrooms, make sure the light bulbs, make sure everything flushes properly. All your doorknobs, and this is a pan. Since this washing machine area is on the second level, we'd like to have a pan just in case there was ever some sort of leak in the washing machine. So we had this installed, and it's got a little drain right here, and it'll drain right out, and the same way this drains out. This is a safety precaution. Doors closing properly. It's always a good thing. All right. So more of the same, just a nice quality paint job, nice clean ceilings. When you paint a property from top to bottom, it also makes it feel like a brand new home as far as the smell. If there was anybody in the house that smoked, or if they had any pets, painting every inch of the property really helps with any types of odors. Little walk-in closet here. And then our master bathroom. still have to install a blind here. It's a special size, so we're going to have that one special ordered. It's on its way. In the previous video, there was a burn here on the countertop. It's not a perfect patch, but it looks a lot better than having a burn spot. So we'll come back one more time and give a nice little sand to it, maybe try to match the paint a little bit. But if you recall, it was a huge horseshoe burn right there on the counter. All these fixtures are new. So when a tenant comes in, it's going to be nice and clean. Nice new drain stops are very important. Prevents people from losing their jewelry or having an accident and dropping stuff in there that would cause clogs. Another closet. We usually call that the hers and her closet. There's 2 secondary bedrooms over here. Little of the same. Just painting, making sure everything opens and shuts properly. Make sure everything has light bulbs, so tenant walks in with everything that they need. Lots of closet space in this house. This carpet is actually a great color. It's really hides tracks a lot. So if there's ever, it's just nice to have something that's not too light but not too dark. We don't want the house to look small, but we want to keep it dark enough to where it can hold up to some wear and tear. More closet space. All right, let's take a look downstairs. When these houses are constructed, builders like this type of floor plan because the stairs don't take a lot of room from the living space in the house. It's also, for builders, an economical plan because there's not a lot of angles in the house. You're pretty much looking at a rectangular home. Also, it gives a lot of space, so a lot of bang for the buck. Some builders will not finish the area. They consider it maybe a basement, but it's not below grade. So this is great living space, and it's safe in the sense of any kind of mold or anything like that you might have, or mildew, or water accumulation that you may encounter with an actual basement. This adds space, and there's nothing underground. All right, let's take a look at the garage. If you recall from the previous video, there was a severe leak that was right here, and the actual ceiling was hanging down. That has been repaired. All the walls have been painted. So when people come in and they drive their cars in after a long day's work, they're coming into a nice, clean garage. We've got 2 garage door openers that are working properly with openers. So when it's a rainy day outside, they can pull their car into the garage and bring their groceries in without having to go out through the rain. So property's come along quite a bit since the last time we saw it. Nice and clean, good to go. So I don't think there was any repairs to the hot water heater, but that is an electric hot water heater. One thing to always be cautious about is to make sure that you never turn power onto a hot water heater without there being water in it. It will burn up the elements. Quickly, this is a pressure relief valve. So if there's too much pressure builds up in here, it goes out of the house. There's an element here and an element here that adjusts the temperature. And of course, your intake and outtake here goes towards the house. So this would be just an additional living space. You have the bedroom that we just entered. We have another bedroom, so there's 2 bedrooms down here, plus this living area. And then, which is great because you're looking at a 5-bedroom home easily. Spacious rooms, plenty of closet space. There's more closet space here in this area. And then we have a full bath on the lower level. This is a return. What this does, it sucks air into this air conditioning unit. The filter has been replaced. In the previous video you saw it was nasty. It was coated with gunk. Actually had the AC guys install a new thermostat here. I just turned it on so at the 77 and it's getting down to temperature now. It was off when I came to the property. And the final bedroom here. It's huge. Could be an exercise room, a multi-purpose room, but there's just a ton of living space here. Well, that pretty much wraps up this house. I know there's not a lot here. I just really wanted you to see a before and after. It's been a lot of fun getting this one up going because there was a lot of work here. So until next time, thanks for coming.